Hi, boys and girls. I hope y'all are having a good day today. Miss Partridge and I are back again for another video lesson. We are going to be talking about how to create realistic fiction stories. So a realistic fiction story is where your characters could possibly be real life characters, but you put them in a setting that might be a little more made up or a little more fairy tale-ish. So an example of that could possibly be like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks is a fictional character that could possibly be a real person. So she's a realistic fictional character. Now the Three Bears, those are fictional characters because we know bears don't really talk. So that's kind of what you're going to be creating. So we're going to show you a quick video that kind of talks about it, and then we're going to talk about the assignment that you're going to be working on this week.
Hola niños y niñas, exactamente vamos a estar hablando de la escritura de ficción realista. Y aquí está un video que les va a dar un ejemplo de cómo lo pueden hacer.
Hello boys and girls, today we're going to learn how to write a realistic fiction story. Okay? On a piece of paper, super easy, how you're gonna do your pictures and how you're gonna think about the story. Ready? Okay, so we're going to create a realistic fiction story. So for the realistic fiction needs to be the character has to be picked and it has to be real, kind of real. It can be a boy or a girl. They can interact with animals, yes, but we are going to pick a main character. So just think about your story, what's gonna be, and your characters. Could be a boy or a girl. So this is going to be your book. I'm just gonna tell you, you can put it together with I use 3 papers, 3 white papers, whatever kind of paper you have at home. If it's ruled, whatever you can find. Then I fold it, and then so this is going to be the cover for the story, the book, and then we have the pages. This story will take probably a week to be done. The thing that you have to first think about is your story is going to be, and think about the character. So today we're going to talk about the main character. So remember, this is a realistic fiction story. So I'm going to start drawing my character. In this case, my character is going to be a boy. You can decide. It's going to be a boy or a girl, okay? So my character is going to be a boy. And make sure that you include details on your picture. So that way your character can take the story and he can, I'm sorry about the fingers, but I will fix it later. I can fix it later. So anyways, so here's my main character. That's what I'm going to do first. And I'm going to give him a name. And then I'm going to color all that. So his name is going to be Josh. Or Josué. Joshua. O Josué en español. Your story can be in English or Spanish, it doesn't matter. But what you need to think is in your character, your main character. Now, he can interact with other animals in the story or other characters, yes. But first, you have to create your main character. After you created your main character, you have to decide if the story is going to take place inside, outside, you know, what time of the day is going to be, like during the day, in the morning, or at night. So this story of mine is going to be at night. Here's the moon. And my character is going to be here. And remember, after all these details and drawings and thinking, you're gonna have to make the story take, write all the details about what's going on in the story, because, you know. So here's Joshua. He is outside in his backyard. And it's at night. Remember, you have to decide the setting of your story, el lugar donde va a tomar lugar la historia, y a qué hora, what time of the day. Then we're going to start writing, okay? Then usually in the stories, the characters in realistic fiction, they find an obstacle or a problem or a situation that they have to solve. In this case, Joshua found a kitty cat, yes, in his backyard, and it's not his kitty cat. You get it? So it's not his pet. So he's gonna have to figure it out how to solve that problem. Remember, we're going to write the details of the story here. Then after you decided what was the situation or problem that he needs to solve, or your character needs to solve, you're going to present like a situation, how he's going to solve that problem. In this case, my character went inside. You remember, he was outside in the garden, and then he went inside because he saw the kitty cat that is not his pet, and he went inside and talked to his dad and said, what do you think the speech bubble is going to say, right? And here's the kitty cat outside. How this story is going to end is going to be your decision. You can add more pages to your story, or you can use just the pages that you started your book. So I didn't want to do the cover at the beginning because I was thinking about my story, and then I created my character, and then I gave him a name, and then I'm going to write about him, and I'm going to say where this story is taking place, at what time, what was the situation in the story, what was the problem or situation, and then what is going to be the solution. Now, what did you learn from the story? What is the funny part of the story? And how's the ending? That's going to be your own story. So this is basically how you do a realistic fiction story. Happy writing! I can't wait to hear, read, or see your realistic fiction stories. Okay? Bye!